We continue on Sports Night with former Chicago Bears safety, played for Mike Ditka, and of course coached the Jets, Doug Plank. Doug, let's get right down to the big issue right now in preseason. Flags, flags, flags everywhere in the secondary. What's going on?
Well, I think, number one, the National Football League is trying to change some of the dynamics of the sport. And some of the illegal contact that was downfield in years past, I think they're just trying to clean it up. And they're doing it by increasing the number of officials in preseason. And I think they're getting much more sensitive. When in doubt, throw the flag. You
think that's going to be the case when the regular season starts, or are they going to let up a little bit just for the sake of, they don't want to slow these games up too much?
No, there's no question. I think this is trial and error, just like they are trying with the extra point, moving it back. But they're going to try to just figure out what the flow of the game is going to be. And I think taking a look at the preseason and taking it to a greater degree in terms of discrepancy as far as whether you made contact or not, I think preseason is an excellent time to go ahead and see whether it works and what they're going to do during the regular season.
You were part of the game in the 70s where the rules changed in favor of the offense and the passing game. Now it's even much more pronounced. Let's bring it home to the Cardinals. You coached Antonio Cromartie when you were the secondary coach for the New York Jets. You got Patrick Peterson, you got Cromartie, you've got guys like Tyrann Mathieu, Dale Buchanan at safety. This emphasis on the secondary, why such a significant move in the National Football League?
Well, I think that the game is changing, and it's changing more towards passing. It's been like that for decades. And you can't ask for a better pair of cornerbacks than the Cardinals have. And those two guys are capable of locking up the best receivers on the other team and just completely taking them out of the game. And to have a defensive scheme where you take out the two best players on the other team, I'll tell you, it really increases your chances of getting stops and turnovers on the remaining guys.
Let's talk about Todd Bowles, because you've been around a number of defensive coordinators, Rex Ryan, Rob Ryan. Todd Bowles is unique, kind of low-key, doesn't say a heck of a lot, doesn't rant and rave, but statistically, he runs one of the best defenses in the National Football League. What is it about Todd Bowles that makes him so effective?
I think Todd really has a tremendous relationship with his players. And I really believe there's three components to having a good team: coaches, players, and having the right scheme. He has the right scheme for this team. And not only does he have the right scheme, he has the ability to put it on a platform and communicate it to the players. They understand, you can tell they play with enthusiasm. They come over on the sideline, he's interacting with them. Occasionally you'll see him laughing on the sideline. I mean, come on, what coach do you see laughing on the sideline? That shows me that there's a tremendous amount of respect for the players for his efforts.
And a lot of different looks. You mentioned he is constantly changing.
Yeah, when I'm watching him and watching the game, you can tell that he doesn't duplicate coverages or blitzes. And he completely confuses opposing quarterbacks by what he does. Sometimes he has three guys down, sometimes he has four, but more than anything else, there's a lot of players on this defense that are hybrid players, capable of rushing the quarterback, but also being able to be in pass coverage.
Bruce Arians has a little Mike Ditka in him. He holds players accountable. He doesn't care if you're the top star or if you're the backup safety. Your take on BA?
He's unique. He's emotional. Again, just watching the game, at the end of it, watching that play where they ended up scoring a touchdown and seeing him break out in laughter on the sideline. I think when coaches can do that, they can show you a range of emotion anywhere from great intensity to laughter. That's what it takes, because you're really a salesman. You are selling your philosophy to your team, and you can tell that the Cardinals have bought in.
You've never been more optimistic about this organization in the 25 years you and I have talked NFL football in this town. You like what's happening over there?
Absolutely, because you talk to the players and you see what's happening on the field. You can tell that it's working. What I love about this offense is, I always try to put myself as a safety watching this film, and I see all this misdirection. I'm always apt to want to go in the wrong direction where the Cardinals are actually going to go with the ball. So I can't say enough about this offensive scheme they have.
And the speed guys that go deep.
And the speed guys that go deep. Yeah, I think that's one element this year. You can't defense against speed, and they've got it on the team this season.
Doug Plank, named, of course, the 46 defense, and a guy that's been around the NFL and college football a long time, joining us tonight on Sports Night.